For me, a very important element of folklore that I can use in different capacities is actually fire. Fire has been with us for a very long time, and it has been in many different cultures as well. We can also see how it is used right now. For example, if you look at what scouts are doing with fire, fire can be, in my opinion, a powerful tool to bring people together. It doesn't matter in which exactly way you are using it. You can adapt it as much as you want for what you are doing. You can just sit around the fire. You can talk around the fire. You can sing songs together, or you can tell stories. Each of those ways can be used in a different way as well, as a different tool for a different aim.
Well, I understand folklore in a broader sense. Folklore is stories, traditions, and customs created by people and taught, learned by people, bottom up, between the people who did not study, did not publish, between everyone in a society. Folklore is what is told locally, and connecting networks, little points on a huge map, rather than a media communicate which is sent from one place to multiple receivers. Folklore is not created by any church, any university, any country, any big institution. And I truly believe that in the times of 21st century, globalization, overconsumption, and problem with authorities, we actually need to go back to local narratives and to small stories. Forget about big narratives that justify global problems, and weave the stories again from the bottom to the up, not the other way. So folklore inspires me to do our little projects, our little games, and our local stories, and to carry them out and to connect with other peoples, because that's actually more important than what mainstream media or universities tell us to do.
I would like to talk about the Southern Italian music genre that we call tarantella or taranta. The name taranta or tarantella comes from actually a little spider that you may have heard about. It's the tarantula. So tarantula comes from there. In the past, in the old times, sometimes people had a bite from this spider, which caused illness and shaking because it's some sort of venomous. So when people started shaking, they usually called for protection from a saint. Most of the time it was San Vito or Sant'Antonio di Padua. Well, in that case, we have illnesses that are linked to this, and the origin of this music genre actually comes from this very lively, very chaotic way of movement, which also leads to a particular way of dancing. So the music sounds like this. And so as you can imagine, this very lively kind of music with drums and different instruments led to a kind of movement which was very instinctive, very aesthetic, but also it can lead to another kind of workshop, which is the group communal dance, which we do in pairs. So either we can have a dance which is very natural, very static, which also reminds to these very early times, or a group activity which can be a circle and a dancing with the traditional tarantella music.
I'm a storyteller, a copywriter, and a social media manager. And I use the folklore to tell story about the place and the local place, and the way to talk about the place for every person can join the place and a good history about it. Another way I use the folklore in my work is to talk about history, because the history is not only a calendar and a historical line, but is the story of the place and the people who lived in this place, and they live and create not only history but story too. So the folklore is more important in storytelling, copywriting, and social